We live in the crib, vibing with Vito. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on YouTube at Vibing with Vito and on Instagram at Vibing with Vito. I got somebody in the hot seat with me. She came all fresh and stuff like that. Done put that shit on.
It's real hot.
Introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. My name is Torica. I am an R&B storyteller. I tell emotionally authentic stories that women can relate to and men can learn from. So, nice to meet you guys.
How you doing?
I'm doing awesome. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good on this cold ass Sunday.
Yeah, that part. Are we in Atlanta or Alaska?
Yeah, facts. So talk to me about your vibe. We're on Vibing with Vito, you know what I'm saying? Explain your vibe.
Well, I would say my vibe as a person is I'm a natural leader. I'm a Leo, big Leo energy.
Okay.
We run shit. That's just what we do.
Okay.
We can't help it.
Okay.
Please
Leo's birthday is around what?
Take over all your shit. So sorry.
Leos are July or
July.
July. Okay, for sure.
I think Leo starts July 22nd.
Okay.
And goes through to like August 22nd.
For sure.
But I'm an August 9th Leo, so I'm a real.
Okay.
But beyond that, I am very outgoing. I'm very powerful. I'm very intelligent. I'm also very smart. I have a lot of common sense. So it's very few things that people can like get over on me.
Run on you. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's been my sustainability in the music business because I'm just not going to take anybody's shit.
Absolutely. How long have you been doing this? Like, explain your journey.
So I started doing music professionally in 2002.
Okay.
A lot of people were introduced to me through the hook that I did for Phil Mile, which is Sick of Being Lonely.
Okay.
From there, I went on to work with Rick Ross, Gucci Mane, Jeezy. I did like 4 songs with Snoop Dogg, Tierra Marie, Monica, Polo the Don, B. Cox, Jazzy Faye. The list goes on and on.
That's so dope. That was one of our high school bops. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's something. I think that was high school or middle school. I think it was middle school.
On how old you are.
It was like middle school for me. But that was a dope ass song and shit like that. How was that like, going to the club and you still hear your music still to this day?
Honestly, I can be nothing but eternally grateful to that record because I'm still getting royalty checks.
Right.
Thanks, guys. I love you all out there who are still playing my song on the radio.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back and look at the video. Were you in the video too?
I am in the video.
That's hard as hell. So I saw when I think your PR sent me the one sheet, Grammy nominated.
Yes.
2 times.
2 times.
Damn.
Now I'm going for the actual trophy, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have a space on my shelf. I dust it every day just to keep it
ready.
Right. I'm going to put an actual Grammy Award up there next year.
But not being nominated is a big deal, too, though.
No, that's a huge deal.
I mean,
accomplishment for
we
sure.
We could be humble, but on top of that, we can pop it a little bit, too. Like, when you
always gonna pop my shit.
When you 2-time Grammy nominated, that's crazy as hell.
Yeah, I honestly, one of the songs I was nominated for is Sick of Being Lonely. And then Monica did a Still Standing LP that she released on Arista that Brian Michael Cox produced.
Okay.
And he hit me one day like, I'm wrapping up this Monica project. I want you to write a song on here.
That's hard.
Like, come to the studio. So I went to the studio. I wrote the song with Kendrick Dean. Shout out to Kendrick. And Monica, we played it for her. She heard it and was like, I'm coming to the studio tomorrow.
Damn.
First of all, Monica is like one of the coolest.
I was going to ask you that.
Humble.
She seemed like she down to earth.
The persona that she gives off on like social media is really who she is.
Really
like, she's so cool. Like, she's just like your homegirl. Like, you went to school. Yeah. That's how it feels.
Absolutely.
Even though she's this huge megastar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Monica came to the studio the next day. She cut the record. I demoed it first. And as a songwriter, I'm a Warner Chappell published songwriter too. So I have to like write songs for placement.
Okay.
For those of you who don't know what songs for placement means, is a songwriter submits music to artists in the world of the music industry, and executives and A&Rs decide on which songs get chosen for which projects or which artists. So it's a hurry up and wait game. It's like, okay, we got to hurry up and wrap this up.
Right.
The song ended up not coming out until like a year after we did this. Even though Monica came to the studio the next day and cut it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm telling everybody like, yeah, I got this song.
But then like, they waiting on it.
They're like, girl, where is it?
Right,
I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So it ended up coming out on her album, and it's like a fan favorite. The label decided not to make it a single, which I don't know why, but Monica's fans are very opinionated. They are like, they like stand for her. Anything she puts out, they're going to buy it. Any show she does, it's going to be sold out. So on YouTube, one of her fans leaked the song to YouTube because they were like, oh, y'all not going to make this a single. We going to put it out. And every comment is like, this should have been a single. Why is this not a video? Da, 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 da. And they was like, Torica, what's up? Like, you should re-record this. I'm like, hey, I'm not trying to get on Google.
Yeah, hell nah. Let me ask you this. Like, so you said like so your job basically is to just write, and then they pick. And then so how is that situation? Like, is it like writers camp where it's like you and a whole bunch of people together, like as a conglomerate?
I've done writer retreats before or writer camps, like you stated, but
because I'm just trying to understand,
I'm just going
like,
in the studio with producers. And we're like, okay, today we're gonna work on, like, when I first started working with Polo Don, I was actually the first songwriter to write over his beats because he was originally an artist and then he decided to be a producer. So, and that's like my big bro. So he was like, and as a matter of fact, Polo and Monica are cousins. I got a lot to say for you. I know all the shit. Like, I know
Polo and Monica are cousins?
Yeah, that's his actual cousin. And Sierra and Smoke from Phil Mob are cousins.
Damn.
Yeah, that's how they got to do the So What song. Anyway, I'll be going all over the place.
Now you good? Nah, this vibing with Vita. We vibing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So you could just pop it.
So, Polo and I, we were working, on a whole bunch of songs, and we went in the studio. We were at Divine Stevens' studio at the time, and Akon was there, and he was like, yo, I got these records I need to turn in for Tony Braxton. So I just started like vibing to the beat, and I like came up with a song. And everybody was like, this song is so dope. Like, they loved it. And then Tony and them were like, oh, that's not the direction we're going in. No shade, because I love Tony.
Yeah.
But songwriting and submitting songs for placement, there is a huge amount of rejection. So I'm going to just tell you right now, if you're trying to be a songwriter and you want to turn in songs and get placements on major label projects, just have thick skin. Don't let the rejection
define your,
deter you from continuing your journey or like questioning your ability. But it's going to be a lot of no's, lot of no's, like hundreds and thousands of no's. You just got to keep going. And you got to, it's almost like being an athlete. Like, when you lose the game, you can't remember that game the next game. You got to just focus on the next game. So once I write a song and I send it out, I just forget about it and I start on another one. You're only as good as your next, your next record. So
being that you're a professional at this, like, do you feel like you put in your 10,000 hours? You probably exceeded that years ago.
Yeah, for sure.
That's crazy.
I go hard. Like, I was going to ask you, night in the studio.
So, okay, on average, right? So if we're going to the studio 4 times a week, how many songs you think you write in that week?
I would say probably 6 to 9.
That's
high quality, full songs.
I was going to ask you full songs.
Leaving the studio, not needing anything else but mixing and mastering. Yeah, for sure.
You the GOAT. You the GOAT. Nah, that's dope. That's dope as hell.
I'm a GOAT in the making. I don't want to accept that title yet. I'm not ready to accept it.
Well, shit, you done
like
did
Lil Baby say, I consider myself a GOAT, but I'll leave it up to the people.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. So was this always your passion, or like as a kid? Like, so you knew, so growing up you knew what you wanted.
Well, I'm just a creative. So I like to tell people I'm an artist as a whole. I don't paint. I don't play instruments, but I'm very creative. I'm a creative business professional. I went to school for marketing. So growing up, I helped people in my family plan weddings and all the big functions. I was always at the heart of the, oh, that's my phone.
Oh, no, it's all good.
Sorry.
You good. We keeping it rolling.
Vibing while we're vibing.
Yeah, it's vibing.
But I was always at the heart of like the planning process. So I've just always been a person that's been obsessed with turning nothing into something. So when it comes to music, when I hear a track, I start hearing melody. When I hear the melody starts to sound like words. And then I just go in the booth and just start singing what I hear. So it's almost like I'm seeing a movie or a picture or like a music video, and then I'm writing from that. Yeah, so facts. I think
you're creating your own canvas. You're painting on your own. Life is your canvas.
I've literally always been like that. Like, when I was younger, the candy lady lived next door to us. Okay. Shout out to the candy lady. And on Sunday, she was closed. So I've always been a hustler. Like I said, I like to create nothing out of something, something out of nothing. And I would just go to the store on Saturday right before she closed, and I would buy everything. And then everybody had to buy the candy for me on Sundays. So I was like,
you better than me.
My own opportunities.
I was stealing. I was going to the store and I was.
Let's make sure the statute of limitations.
I was the candy man, goddamn at Grady, boy. I used to be stealing, but go ahead.
Yeah, that's what I used to do. And so I knew how to do hair. So on Easter Sunday, I would be doing all the little girls' hair in my neighborhood. Facts. I just always wanted more. I didn't know what I wanted. I just know I wanted more. And I knew I could sing. So I knew that I could use my talent to get myself to the next level of wherever I was going.
Right.
And I think that's also how I'm able to be so creative. I'm not like too serious about what I'm doing. I just love it, and I just vibe. I just go off of whatever vibe I'm on. But I did know I wanted to do music in some capacity.
It's dope that you turn like your passion to your purpose.
Yeah,
that's hard that's hard as hell.
It's also hard to do. It's hard
to facts. Because a lot of times people like we're told no so many times, like you said, and that could also shape your brain into saying, damn, I'm going into like doubt. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to doubt my abilities and stuff like that. So that's super dope that you knew from the jump that you were a creator, and you're like, all right, fuck it, I'm just gonna keep on going. I'm gonna keep creating.
Thank you. I think some of that in the Black community, our parents put that doubt into us. They're like, oh, get a job and go to school.
Damn.
Da da da.
Sound like my grandma.
And it's nothing wrong with that, because they grew up struggling and they grew up without as many opportunities as we have. So at the heart of it, their intention is good, but what they don't understand is you're telling your child, you can't be more, you can't be greater. You have to be regular and common and do the conventional thing that everybody else is doing. And that's more detrimental than anything. Facts.
So I would take it. Did you go to school, like college?
I did.
Okay.
I went to Howard University.
All right. So did you feel, all right, so I'm gonna ask you a real question. Do you feel like you got your just due for going to college?
No.
Everybody that sits here says
this. It was a complete waste of time
and money.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I got scholarships, but just the living expenses surrounding college were astronomical. I was struggling. I was broke all the time. I was still hustling, still having to work. Still, I'm like, if you're going to go to college,
it's for networking.
It really
I feel
needs to be an opportunity for you to meet new people or have new experiences. I think every high school student should have a college experience. Like, go to college for a year and figure out who you are, because your whole life your parents are telling who you are. By the time you graduate, you better tell me what you're gonna major in, what you're gonna be. You're going to do a trade. You're gonna be a mechanic. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's telling you what you should be. So I feel like that year after high school is the year of discovery. Like, okay, wow, it's all these other options out here that we never were told about. So, but I don't think people should be telling people you can only be successful if you go to college. College is debt. Unless you're going to go to be a doctor, a nurse, a judge, something specific that requires your degree, a scientist, then I'm not going to a doctor that talking about, oh, I learned online. Like, oh, no, baby.
Facts.
You're a Google doctor, so I'm going to go to a real doctor.
She said a Google doctor. Hell nah.
Like, you learned on WebMD. I'm not trusting your diagnosis.
Facts. So in terms of like all of the artists that you work with, which one would you say like, damn, this was super fun? This is probably like my best experience. And I know you worked with a lot of people, so but
aside from not being able to really breathe properly, Snoop Dogg, because they were smoking the studio out. I was in there like high off contact, like it was like clouds and clouds and clouds. It was like a hazy, cloudy.
Damn.
But Snoop was so refreshingly cool to work with, because you know he's a global superstar. Like, Snoop is one of those people, like, wherever he gets off a plane or walks through a mall, or everyone's gonna know who he is, whether they speak English or not. So, you know, to be in a studio with somebody that's that big doing what I do, and just seeing me and giving me space, because I feel like there's space for all of us in every room. But he allowed me to go in. I just came up with the hooks. Like, he was like, yeah, niece, you on the roll. Like, let's do another one.
Hard.
You know what I'm saying? He was so cool. And he also taught me a lot about the recording process. He was just like, just go with what you feel. Like, he was like, don't think about it. Just whatever you feel. He was like, at the end of the day, if it's horrible, if it's awful, we can just erase it and start over.
Yeah, facts.
So
damn, that's a dope way to think about it.
Off of me.
That's dope as hell. So do we have some projects or singles and stuff like that? Let's get into your music.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Let's get into it. So I started recording in May. From May until about the end of July. And I've recorded like 40 songs.
You recorded 40 songs?
Yeah. I wrote and recorded 40 songs. Shout out to my co-writer. His name is K Major. He
K Major. Yeah, I know K Major.
My whole entire project with me. So I have enough songs for an EP and probably 2 albums.
Damn.
Yeah, and it's called The Whole Mood, because clearly I'm a whole mood.
Yeah, that's dope. Are you into Afro beats like right now? Because I know that's popping. Have you done any music in that?
I haven't, because I want to be very careful, because I want to, anything I do, I want it to feel and be authentic and genuine.
Right.
And I never want to feel like I'm, misappropriating.
Emulating or facts.
But like Chris Brown's Sensational, he's not, a native of Africa. I mean, we're all descendants, but you know what I'm saying?
I want to say
that
something.
That song is so hard.
I'm going to be honest. I didn't even know that was fucking Chris Brown, bro. Like, damn, Sensational is Chris Brown. I'm out the loop. God damn.
Yeah, that's him and Wizkid.
Damn.
Yeah, so
I thought it was just Wiz song.
Along those lines, but I don't want to offend the Afrobeats community because it's a real thing. Like,
right.
they have a real genre. And I feel
Absolutely.
like a lot of people take anything that we do,
Mm-hmm.
and they adopt it as their own. And I never want, just like I'm not just going to go make a reggae song because
Right.
I'm not a reggae artist. But
Unless you
reggae
put somebody
artist
on
has to
there.
be
Or,
on the song
yeah,
with them.
facts.
Absolutely. But I don't think
feel
I'm
that.
just going to just start making Afrobeats. I do love the Afrobeats. Makes me feel like I'm on vacation.
Right.
Because sometimes I
Right.
hear Afrobeat song, I just...
But you a
yeah,
whole
I'm running
vibe,
in
like
my
you said,
drink.
you're a whole mood. So I mean,
Right.
so like you gonna automatically gravitate to that type of music and stuff
No,
like that
you're right.
anyway. You know what I'm saying?
But I have a song called The Whole Mood, which is also the title of my project.
Mm-hmm.
And that's available on all digital streaming platforms. And then I have another song called Dance With Me. They're also vibing next door, which is fine.
It's all good. We got the noise cancellation shit going. Yeah.
It's called Dance With Me. Okay, so let me go back. A whole mood is basically about reclaiming your mood. Like, you know, when you're in a relationship with somebody, you kind of start to, you know how people say when people have been together for a long time, oh, y'all starting to look alike, or y'all talk alike, or y'all finish y'all sentences, y'all act alike. I feel like in the song that I did, I'm speaking about the negative side. Like,
Right.
that person's energy starts to make your energy shift. So if they're angry, they're having a bad day, they're low vibrational, they're going to bring you down. So I just decided to make a song about it because I had to reclaim my mood. I had to reclaim my energy, and that's what A Whole Mood is about.
Damn.
And then Dance With Me is about, it's more of a sensual, like, you know, come here, Zaddy. Like, let me tell you what I want you to do and how I want you to do it. type of
Okay.
song. And then I just did a song, I just released a song called Up To It, Down To It.
That's dope.
That song is about celebrating, you know, big wins, small wins, all wins. It's just about toasting, you know, and like you said, celebrating our accomplishments. Like, a lot
Absolutely.
of times we're so focused on the future, we forget that we really are that boy or that girl. Like, you've done a lot of shit. Like, you doing this is amazing.
I appreciate you. I appreciate
for
you.
real. Like, this is dope.
Thank you.
I've watched your podcast. I've watched several episodes. And
Really?
yeah, you ask a lot of
Hey.
good questions.
Thank
and
you.
you go there. You're not scared to
Yeah.
ask questions, even if the person doesn't want to answer.
Yeah, I mean, I just allow people to just be them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to like invade on people's privacy. I just ask questions, like you said, and if they don't answer, they don't got to answer. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you, man.
Yeah.
I started this just out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And
Nothing into something.
absolutely. Do we have any features on the project or
Yeah, I have a song I did called Standards with Roscoe Dash.
Roscoe?
It's actually a really dope verse that he did for me. And I think people will see him in a different light. Like, they're used to the party turn up Roscoe. So this was more the like,
I'm serious, Roscoe.
yeah, but like a vibe. Like a
Okay.
vibe that we haven't gotten before. It must be.
You an important person. Yeah, you an important
You know,
person.
you that girl.
Did
the
you
phone
wanna-
gonna
did
be
you wanna
blowing up.
an-
I
did you-
should've brought one of my handles.
Did you want to answer it or?
No, it's okay.
Okay, all
It's
right.
my publicist. She's probably trying to make sure I'm here.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you late, girl. I'm supposed to be here.
Yeah, nah, absolutely. So I see you got Nyack over there. What is that?
This is for you actually. So,
Really?
Yeah, this is a Nyack cup, but Nyack is a cognac brand. It's cognac for the culture. It's Black owned.
Absolutely.
It's very smooth.
Okay.
It's 4 flavors. It's VSOP, peach, which is my favorite, and cinnamon. So peach and cinnamon are 2 of the flavors that Trina became a partner on. So
Dope.
you might see her talking about it or like
Dope.
drinking it on her page. But I bought that. I bought you some promotion
Man, thank
materials.
you. Thank you so
And I
much.
bought you a T-shirt.
Man, you
I
a
bought it's
real.
in a medium. So
Hold on now.
figured
Hold on
from
now.
How you looked
Hey.
online, you wear a medium.
Yeah, nah.
I have
wear-
some more stuff for
Thank you so much.
all of my
I really appreciate
interviewers.
this, man.
But
So are you sponsored by Nyack?
I am a Nyack ambassador.
Actually, you have the song.
Yeah, I have a song called Nyack. We haven't started pushing it yet,
that
but
song,
that's my song.
Yeah, okay, all right.
It's on some like.
Cause I've been here, I think they posted it like they'll post like a picture and then they'll have the song playing.
I actually have a music video for
You do?
A Whole Mood, Dance With Me, and Nyack. I haven't done a video for Up To It, Down To It, but when I tell you I go hard, like I shot like 6 music videos in 3 days.
Damn.
And that was like 2 hair, makeup, and outfit changes per video. Like,
So you
16-hour days.
live and breathe music.
Yes. I'm
That's
also
dope.
an entrepreneur, so I have other businesses. But right now, I just want to focus on Torica, the artist, because
Yes.
everybody knows me from getting money and being a hustler and, you know, all of that, which is great. But as an artist, sometimes if we don't devote the energy that we give to other things,
It'll
to our
be on
art,
the back burner
it'll
a
be
little
like,
bit,
oh
yeah.
yeah, she sing too.
And she also do that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
no, I sing, but I do all that other shit.
Yeah,
So
facts,
That's
facts.
the direction I want people to take it.
Nah, I'm excited. I'm excited for your whole your growth and everything. So I always ask people that sit down here. I just ask them a couple of questions, but like 2024 is about being intentional with things. What are your intentions on? You know, what are you being like intentional about? You know, besides the music and stuff like that, what are some things that you're being intentional about?
I'm being very intentional about converting my audience into fans.
Dope.
I'm being very intentional about becoming a household name.
Dope.
I'm being very intentional about owning the space, like walking in the room and owning it. And I'm just being very intentional about like who I am and how I want to be perceived.
You want to know what you just did?
What?
Because I just literally just tricked you into doing it. You commanded that to the universe, so it's going to come directly to you. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted you to say it because, like, when you, like, I hear how passionate you are about, like, what you're doing.
Yes.
So when you really command things from the universe, it literally comes to you like this.
No, you're right.
When you set your intentions and saying, this is what I'm going to do.
Exactly.
It's like you're signing a contract, like, you know, with the universe. It's going to come back to you. So,
yeah.
Congratulations. It's going to happen for you.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? Do you want to shout out?
Say like I was on your show.
Yeah, for sure. What are who are some of the producers that are on the project too? Like as well.
I've worked with Squat Beats.
Okay.
Go Grizz.
Go Grizz hard.
Go Grizz. So Squat and Go Grizz did Rip Me Out the Plastic Thing.
Yeah.
They did that for a lot of So they like together and individually they're both super dope producers. K Major also produced on my
He
project.
been fire.
Yeah,
Bro been fire for years.
One of those like underrated talents.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know that he's behind some of the biggest songs and some of the, dopest artists. Like he's worked with everybody. But he's now kind of stepping into that. But I always try to encourage him, like, pop your shit. Major, you're fire. Like, you're major. I also got a track from Detroit Knicks, rest in peace. He was a really, really, really dope musician, not just a producer. He could play like multiple instruments.
Right.
You could just hum a melody and he'll be like, get on the piano and just make a whole beat.
Absolutely.
And I also
I'm sorry about that. That was your friend?
I knew Detroit for a really long time. He's an OG in the game. He's done a lot of stuff for a lot of big artists, but his son is actually a producer, so he's kind of like keeping his legacy alive. The only other producer I work with is a producer named Pregnant Boy. I know that sounds funny, but
whoa,
yeah.
Pause.
I felt like that deserved a dramatic pause.
But not like, hey, I mean, I ain't my bad. Shout out to bruh. You know
okay, but that's not something we can just breeze by.
Yeah.
So when I first got beats from him, I was just listening to the beats. I didn't know who made them. I just was like, oh, this is fire, this is fire, this is fire, this is fire, this is fire. And then I was like, who did these? So my executive producer, shout out to my executive producer, Dennis McKinley. He was like, he kind of got a weird name, but don't judge him or whatever, because his beat's fire. And I'm like, yeah, they fire. I don't care what his name is. He was like, well, his name is Pregnant Boy. I was like,
yeah, pause.
The record just stopped. I was like, hold on, what'd you say? So when I actually got a chance to meet him, I was like, okay, the burning question. Why is your name Pregnant Boy? Like, what does it mean? And he was like, he makes audio children. So that's how he explained it.
That's actually kind of dope. It's a twist on it.
He did a track for Outkast, so he's in that psychedelic.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, like, and he's also an artist, and when he performs, you can't see his face. He wears this weird, like, mask cover thing over his head, but he's really dope. He actually produced the majority of my project.
That's hard. And
I had no idea what he looked like. I just heard the beats. I'm very organic. I'm just going to go off of what sounds good to me. I'm not going to be like, oh, which one did Go Grizz do? Which one did Squat do?
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Some people are like that. I just work with whatever is dope. So, producers, if you want to send me beats, you don't have to be like placed already or the big name or whatever. As long as you're dope, if I'm vibing to it, I'll write to it.
Facts. That's dope. That's dope.
Torica@gmail.com.
Absolutely.
No more than 3 though. Don't be flooding my. You start spamming me, I'm gonna block you.
For sure. So when you're riding around in your whip and stuff like that, you just by yourself, just vibing. Who are some of your go-to artists that you listen to that may have inspired you or inspire a mood besides listening to yourself?
Yes, I definitely listen to Kanye. Like pre-Bianca Kanye, like the woman he's married to now. I listen to that Kanye.
Okay.
Jay-Z, of course. Anita Baker, Sade, SWV, Faith. I'm like a 90s R&B bad boy era type of R&B girl.
Right.
But right now, like the artists that I like right now, I like SZA. I like
SZA hard.
Tila. I like Summer. Of course, Beyonce. It's so many artists out there that I love.
Right.
Vito. I was just on tour with Vito, the singer.
Okay. I thought you were talking about me.
Nah. Well, I'm here vibing with you right now, but I was on tour with Vito. So I listen to Vito, Usher, I like a lot of different types of music. Yeah.
That's dope.
I really love rap though.
Facts.
Yeah, like big time.
A lot of times people who are like R&B artists and stuff like that, they listen to the opposite. Like, oh yeah, I love rap. Like, 21 Savage love R&B. Like it's crazy. It's dope though.
Yeah, for sure.
If you had 24 hours to vibe and make a song with one person, who would it be?
Oh wow, one person.
Only one artist. That's all you're gonna get.
Whew.
Think about this before you answer it.
Right.
I'm gonna repeat the question.
Okay, this is like
Yep.
What's the show with Steve Harvey? Family Feud. And this is like the...
Yep. If you had 24 hours to vibe and make a song with one artist, who would it be?
Okay, I'm going through the list of people I already worked with.
Go ahead. Take your time. We
subtracting those.
I
would say... Can I say either or I got to give one?
Got to get one.
Oh, wow. Beyonce.
Okay. Why would you pick the Queen?
Well, first of all, her Hive.
Yeah. Facts.
If B stamps me, the Hive is rocking.
Yeah, facts.
Period.
Facts.
That alone is going to be like catapulting my career to the stage and the exposure that I'm seeking. So
Absolutely.
That's number one. Secondly, like she's that girl, and two girls does that girl need to be on a song together. Like,
facts. That's dope. That's dope. So before we get up out of here, right? I got one more question. Because you've been on your journey for a while. What was one of the best moments of your career thus far?
Honestly, and this is not like a flex, but a flex. My biggest flex is that I was successful before social media, right? So hearing myself for the first time on the radio in the car, driving, just randomly driving along, and they're like, new film on featuring Torica, Sick of Being Lonely. Drop that. Da, da, da. And I'm like, wait, did he just say my name on the radio? And they played it, and I was like about to crash because I was like, ah! I was like, oh, shoot the wheel, the car, let me pull over. So I feel like now, music is released so often and in so many different places that hearing yourself on the radio doesn't have the same effect as it did when I did that song. That was the best moment for me because it jump-started my career. And it was like, I wanted to feel that feeling over and over. And it's like a drug. Like I'm chasing that feeling. So I'm always going to do my best to make the best possible music I can.
Man, that's dope. I know your family proud of you too. Yes. Like your folks probably like, oh shit, she on the radio.
They are. My mom, like when I first started doing music professionally, my mom used to call me on three-way with her friends like, sing for your auntie. I'm like, girl, y'all do it too much.
Facts.
Like, Mom, I'm on my way to a show right now. I can't do these phone performances. Like, y'all just gotta pull up, okay?
Yeah, facts. So you came to Vibe with Vito, man. Yes. So it's Vibing with Vito shout outs. Go ahead and shout out the people you want to shout out on Vibing with Vito.
Well, I want to shout out Vito because he's a vibe and we vibing and we here. And I just love your energy. It's so dope. I want to shout out myself. Follow me on Instagram at Torica's World, TORICASWORLD.
Dope.
My website is toricasworld.com. My YouTube is Torica's World. My TikTok is Torica's World _. I mean, it's just my world. It's Torica's World.
Thanks.
And I also want to shout out, again, all of the creatives out there. If you are aspiring, if you're already in it, if you've gotten a lot of rejection, if you're not seeing the results you want to see, don't stop. It might just mean you need to switch up how you do things or how you approach things. And lastly, artists, I know that this is a social media, a digital era. Please learn how to have real life conversations with people when you go to events. You should not leave the room without someone news information. Like, don't just stand around on your phone or just talking to the people you came with. You're there to expand your network. So
facts.
I see that happening all the time.
I see that all the time.
What is wrong with y'all? Like, it's like everybody's a zombie and they're on their
Or they
phones.
just be smoking in the corner.
Yeah, like if you're not ready to be confident and introduce yourself to people you don't know, maybe, the music business is not, ready. You're not ready for that right now because that's really what it's about.
Facts. I'm going to give a shout out. I'm going to shout out you. And congratulations in advance for all your success 2024 and,
so
all of the years to come, okay?
I appreciate
it. And Beyonce going to hit you up tomorrow too, by the way.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, it's been Hey man, it's been another episode Vibing with Vito. You make sure you like, subscribe and comment on my YouTube. We gone.